Hi, Gary here. Business Keystone habits. You know, I got good habits, I've got bad habits. There's habits you want me to change, well, maybe someday. But first for a story. Claude Hopkins had a problem. Claude was a really famous ad man back in the turn of the century, early 1900s. A buddy came to him about a product called toothpaste. Now, Claude wasn't really excited about this because only 8% of the population was using toothpaste. Pretty much rotten teeth were a norm. But the guy kept bugging him, so Claude thought, let me try this out. So he went and got some dental books. And he looked at these dental books and he found a thing called Mucin Plaques. You know, that film on your teeth? And he thought, boy, if I could get people to get rid of that film on their teeth and have a beautiful smile, maybe they'll buy this toothpaste. So sure enough, 5 years later, huge success. Pepsodent makes a huge entree into the field of toothpaste, and the rest is history. So what happened here? Well, basically what happened is, according to Charles Duhigg in the book The Power of Habit, is Claude found a craving, something that made people want to brush their teeth. And it's really a three-step process. There's a cue, there's a routine, and then there's a result. So the cue is, film on your teeth. And the routine is brushing your teeth. And the result is a beautiful Pepsodent smile. Clark Gable and Shirley Temple used to brag about their beautiful Pepsodent smile. Now, fast forward to 1987, a fellow named Paul O'Neill takes over the reins as CEO of Alcoa. Now, Paul decided to focus on a keystone habit of worker safety. A keystone habit is one habit around which everybody can focus for an organization. Now, Paul had some experience with international paper and the government. He found that routines in organizations were like good habits for people. So here he goes, and the first thing he says to his unit presidents is, I want you to report to me within 24 hours all worker safety violations. Now, this was a really difficult task. It took these unit presidents an enormous amount of time to communicate. So they really had to figure out new ways of communication, new ways of getting stuff from workers up to foremen, up to managers, to the unit presidents, to Paul, to report these worker safety. And they really improved their communications vastly by doing this. Second, they had productivity issues with Alcoa. And the unions have kind of been fighting this. But in worker safety, Paul basically had them focus on things like molten metal splashing on the workers and obviously injuring them, and of course raw materials being lost. And so the unions really took this up and came up with a new pouring system and other kinds of processes and systems where they really reduced the worker safety violations and improved the company. Bottom line, 10 years later, Alcoa stock doubles and they become the darlings of Wall Street, just because Paul had really rallied them around this keystone habit of worker safety. So when you look at your business, what are your keystone habits? Maybe it's something like when it absolutely positively has to be there overnight, or delivery in 30 minutes, hot and fresh, or your pizza is free. And you can think of a lot of other logos out there. But in your business, what is it that you can take with your staff, your employees, and focus around one core area that everybody can rally around, and the result will be a much better, a much smoother, a much better, more improved business because you're just focusing on this one thing. Just making something very simple and clear. That's the point here. And if you want things simple and clear, think about coming to our seminar, Taking Charge of Your Wealth. We'll help to do that for you. There's some coming up in June. Or just give us a call, come in for a free consultation. We'd love to see you. So until next time, enjoy.